like they've been doing. I'll give this to Robbinsville. Y'all's best. It's amazing. Well, it's been like that. Toss number 4. Number 44 on the
Turn around is number 4 on the carry.
Number 44 on the stop.
Brought down by number 44, Joel Ordina.
Say his last name.
Glasses.
That part is we only got 2, 3, we got 4, 5 seniors on our defense. That's it. Pass! Incomplete, bro.
1. Pass incomplete, intended for number 1, Zeke Silvers. Defended by number 3, Mac Masters.
He's already scored again.
That brings up a 4th down. And 6 yards.
Wow. What do you think? The biggest nothing? That's impressive. The Miners already scored against Ash. Pass! Number 5, and that's first down.
Number 5, Darian Ledbetter on the catch, brought down by number 10, Dalton Blevins. That's a first down for Robbinsville.
Appreciate it. Now we'll get them every time. Oh yeah, don't forget we gotta do the. We don't know who's doing it.
Well, they have a thing in the back of the cart.
Touchdown. Number 11 in for
That's number 11, Donovan Harvender for the touchdown.
No, it's no good.
It's no good. Damon Davis and Richie Nuevo to receive. Number 10, Dalton Blevins with the catch. Folks, get out your Alleghany Educational Foundation tickets you received when you came through the gates this evening.
Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you to Alleghany High School. We're here at John Woodruff Field, about 250 miles away from Robbinsville. We appreciate you being with us tonight here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Guys, we're a little late getting the party started, aren't we? And we started troubleshooting about 7 o'clock. Don't really know what was going on. We couldn't get our internet connection to cooperate. We were trying every method known to man, and we finally got the stream up and running after we went to an independent source. I'm not even going to go into that, but we got the internet stream up and running finally, and we sincerely apologize. We appreciate you guys being with us here on the Gramstar Sports Network. We got 3 quarters left to go. Robbinsville's already up 22-0 over the Trojans here from Alleghany County. We'll go back to the 1st and 10 for the Trojans after the kickoff return at the 40-yard line. We'll begin quarter number 2 with a run up the middle. And that did not yield the results the Trojans were looking for, obviously. Cage Williams and Chase Calhoun stopping the effort.
Second down.
One-yard loss to make it second down and 11.
South Stokes catching back. Okay, no, never mind.
And Cage Williams with a rude greeting to Mac LeMasters in the backfield. Williams dove at him, just took him down with a lot of aggression. Another 1 yard loss will be 3rd down and 12 for Alleghany. Pass will be complete. And that'll go to number 23, Noah Lyon on the reception. Zeke Silvers wrestles him down in front of the Alleghany sideline.
Number 11, John Masters. LeMasters. 1st down, Alleghany.
1st and 10 for the Trojans now inside Robbinsville territory at the 45-yard line. Right here below us, we appreciate the setup here. This has been a very good evening up until we could get connected and go live, and it's been a lot of fun to navigate. Finally got through that, and we're live here in the 2nd quarter, and hopefully I'll be with you for the duration. That'll depend on internet connectivity issues we seem to be having up here in Sparta. Pickup of 3 on the carry. 2nd down and 7 to go here in the 2nd quarter. We'll recap everything at halftime best we can. We have to catch up ourselves. Honestly, we were trying to get our internet connection fixed and fell a little behind on all the chicanery on the field, but Robbinsville struck quick. That is for sure. Handoff will go up the middle. Noah Lyon on the carry. Case Calhoun on the stop. Picks up 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and a long 5 to go for the Trojans. And another run by Mac LeMasters. He might have got caught at the original line of scrimmage. Perhaps a 1 yard loss.
Mac LeMasters on the carry.
Cutler, Adams, and Chase Calhoun and Bryce Adams all in on the effort.
If we make playoffs.
And that's trouble. Caught behind the chains and almost picked off. Batted down by Bryce Adams over on the far sideline.
Turnover on downs, Robbinsville ball. 1st down.
We don't come back home for 3 weeks because we play Storm Metal Way next week. Then we got the bye week. Then we play South Stokes at South Stokes. Then more Stokes at home. And then we're away at Elkin. Then East Wilkes-Barre area at home.
Cutler Adams on the carry.
76, David.
Number 8, Richie Nuevo on the tackle.
Take my silly wife.
Run by Donovan Carpenter.
Number 11, Don Carpenter on the carry.
10, number 3, will stop.
Brought down by number 10, Dalton Blevins, and number 3, Matt Lemonster.
I'm a good senior.
First and 10 now for the Knights at the 49-yard line.
I can.
Hand off to Cage Williams, senior fullback around the right side. Still on his feet. And it took a gaggle of Trojans to get him brought down. Got him outside the boundary. Alexis Nuevo and A.J. Perong helped lead the effort. Williams goes 13 yards out to the Trojans 36. First and 10 for Robbinsville. And off to Cutler Adams again. And he'll go right up the middle. That's dive by Cutler Adams. Picks up 4, but he's second down and 6 to go. Cutler Adams busts through again, still on his feet, still not down. Finally wrangled down at the 11-yard line is where it looks like they'll stop him at.
Brought down by number 8, Richie Nuevo. First down.
I'm not being made. Now I'm a Braves fan.
Cutler Adams again around the right side. And he's got it, I believe. They're going to signal a touchdown. Someone did, but no one else did. There's a flag on the play. It's a holding call on the Knights. That will negate the touchdown run. Knights will have to back up to the 13 and try it again. Alleghany leading 22-0 here on the Gramstar Sports Network. We're in the second quarter with 4:43 and counting left to go in the first half. Donovan Carpenter goes under center, and before the snap, they're going to call a false start on the Knights, so that's going to back them up 5 more.
Procedure against Robbinsville.
6-3 Mitchell over Andrews. That game is in the second quarter right now. We knew that one would be a fierce matchup. See what else we got on our scoreboard. Well, we got Tuscola over Swain 14-8, and that's all we got, I believe, at the moment. No one else has been updating. Murphy's hosting Smoky Mountain tonight. Cherokee taking on Rosman. Carpenter rolls out on the play action. Still on his feet. Finally caught for a huge loss at the 30-yard line. And Robbinsville, once in the end zone, has now had to go all the way back to the Trojans' 30.
Number 23, Noah Lyon with the sack. Second down coming up.
It is second down and 28 to go for Robbinsville.
I'm sorry.
Second and 28 now with 3:30 to go in the first half. Harper with a quick pass to number 5. That's Darian Ledbetter, and he found an open hole, and he's gone. And a flag is going to negate it once more.
What is that?
That's my silly wife.
No, you're fine, bro. And looks like an eligible receiver called downfield against Robbinsville.
Only alumni, football players, coaches, county commissioners, school board members, and guest speakers, please report to the track at the 50-yard line in about 1 minute. Thank you.
Oh, the Knights back to the 35 now. It's second down and 33 to go. Third down, excuse me. It's third down and 33 to go. Carpenter drops back. Long pass. Dove for and complete to Cutler Adams. What a play by the senior back out there in the open field.
Third down coming up for Robbinsville.
And that's going to bring up fourth down and about 3 to go, I believe, with the market at this point. It is going to be 4th and 3 for the Knights. Oh, he changed 3 before they threw the pass. Is it not 4th down? Good Lord. Third down, sorry about that. Chase Calhoun trots into the end zone. Not a flag to be found. Touchdown for Robbinsville. And that'll run it up to a 28-0 Robbinsville advantage here in the second quarter. We do want to give a very special shout out to our friends here at Alleghany High School, helping get us going the best they can tonight. Give us a nice spot here in the press box, and when we went live, spent a lot of time helping us troubleshoot our issues. Wiggins PAT is going to trickle to the right and miss. And we'll go into a quick break as 28 zilch, 2:24 to go in the first half. Wiggins' kickoff is a beaut. It gets to the 22-yard line. It is snagged by number 6, Alexis Nuevo, who is finally wrestled down inside the 35. Looks like Blake Powers, Ryland Waldrop on the tackle for Robbinsville. Trojans have been stymied at every turn of circumstance. 1 interception already in the first half for the Knights. And it'll be 1st and 10, Alleghany. Set them up at the 37-yard line. Keeper by Mac Lemasters. Finally a late handoff. And he's finally wrapped up and tackled. What a huge run by number 30, Damon Davis.
First down, Alleghany.
Boy, what a huge gain for the Trojans on that.
yards for Alleghany. First down.
All the way out to the Robbinsville 17-yard line. .45-yard pickup. And looks like LeMasters with the keeper around the right side. He'll get dropped at the sideline. Tackled by Zeke Silvers. See what the call ends up being.
All alumni, football players, coaches, county commissioners, school board members, and guest speakers, please report to the track at the 50-yard line. Thank you.
It is going to be a hold call against the Trojans.
It is a holding call against Alleghany.
Backs them up to the 27-yard line. 1st and 20 now for Alleghany. Pass batted down. Nice defense by Roman Jones in the open field.
Pass intended for number 15, A.J. Peralta.
Roman Jones on the breakup. Trojans will try it again now after the big gain. They've been halted here inside the Robbinsville red zone. They're actually outside of it now, technically, at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 20 for Alleghany here in the second quarter. And LeMasters on the keeper. Still on his feet. Still not tripped up. Finally pushed out of bounds. And boy, he was hit hard by Chase Calhoun.
And there's a flag on the play. That's number 3, LeMasters with the carry.
It's going to be personal foul. They're going to say Calhoun hit him a little late.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct against Robbinsville.
It goes all the way out to the 8-yard line inside the soccer box, as a matter of fact, here on John Woodruff Field.
For the Trojans.
Timeout called by the Knights with 1:28 to go in the first half.
That's number 3, LeMasters.
LeMasters on the carry.
Down.
And off goes number 23. That's Noah Lyon. Ball's loose and recovered by the Black Knights. That is number 10, Tanner Hedden, on the fumble recovery at the 6-yard line. Wow. What a heartbreaking stop for the Trojans.
Take this from me at some point. Do you need this, Travis? No, actually, okay.
And we've got a rather spirited debate going on down here below us on the field.
I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention
Head coach Noah Lyon out discussing things with the head official tonight. And I guess the fumble recovery is not going to stand. It appears the Trojans will stay on offense. They must have said the ball was already down or something, I guess, before everything was all said and done. And before the snap, I think there might be one too many Trojans lined up on the field. I guess not. They thought there was too many men, but there was not too many men. 11 is the number. Onward we go. 42 seconds to go in the first half. Masters back in the shotgun. He'll hand off instead. Pitch. And boy, that yielded maybe a 2-yard loss. Number 6, I believe, got the pitch. That would have been Nuevo. And he was hit almost immediately. Timeout called by Alleghany with 31 seconds to play in the half. And it looks like that's going to be the final play of the first half. So Robbinsville will trot to the locker room at the spacious Tom Smith Fieldhouse over here to our left with a cozy 28-0 lead here on the Gramstar Sports Network. Hey guys, welcome back here on the Gramstar Sports Network. This is your exclusive home for Robbinsville Athletics. We're streaming it all season long and beyond. The skies have opened up here in Sparta. It's turning into a dreary evening. We have an AstroTurf field, so that won't affect the players too much. It'll get a little slick out there, but no need for a mud bowl, so to speak. But the fans in the stands have ran for shelter or broken out the umbrellas, rain jackets. See the Knights back out on the field, getting all stretched and loosened up for the second half of play here on the Gramstar Sports Network. 28-0 is where we stand. And we did promise you before we began the second half that we would recap what went on in the first half. How you doing, folks? Kevin Hensley with you, trying to put on a good smile and a game face for the second half of play. It's been an interesting night with our internet connection. We deeply apologize for that once again, that it dropped out and we had to get reconnected. Thought it'd be better to be reconnected than not connected again, so we had to do a quick little on our internet change. I'm not even going to try to explain that, but it's working again. And we're good to go. We once again want to apologize for starting back so late tonight to get the game actually up and running. As we said, it's 28-0 here on the Gramstar Sports Network. We began the game with a 57-yard touchdown run for Cutler Adams. And that was at the 11:05 mark. And Cutler, of course, ran in the conversion after that. About 3.5 minutes later or so, following a Darian Ledbetter interception, Cage Williams with a 4-yard touchdown run and a conversion. That made it 16-0, and we were on the air live at the time that the Donovan Carpenter keeper, came. That was at the 4-second mark, point after failed. And, of course, you've been with us ever since to see the 5-yard Chase Calhoun touchdown run. Alleghany will have possession when Dalton Wiggins' kick gets off. We do want to thank some of our new sponsors that have joined us since the last time we had a telecast. Cherokee Realty has signed up for a year-long sponsorship with us. You see them in the bottom right of the screen. They're sponsoring tonight's second half. Blevins Insurance sponsored last night's first half, so Blevins is still on board with us as well. Papa's Pizza to Go, Graham County Farm Bureau, all helping make these telecasts possible. Tonight's stream alone is being primarily sponsored by Lovin Equipment and Lovin Contracting in Robbinsville. We've also got Cutman Faith Farms, Coy Adams Timber Company, Computer Resolution on board with us, Papa's Pizza to Go, as we mentioned. And we will help promote your business all we can on the Graham Star Sports Network. If you want to sign up with us, we have weekly, monthly, and yearly sponsorship packages available. Give us a call at the Graham Star office for details. Knights jumped off sides on the kickoff, so they're going to try it again. Dalton Wiggins tees it up. It's off to the races now. Trojans reel it in the rain, and here we go with the second half of play.
That is number 36, Damon Davis with the return. First down, Alleghany.
Damon Davis with the return for Alleghany gets them up to the 36-yard line. Looks like where they'll spot that one, 1st and 10. First 10 at the 36. Cut through the right side, got nowhere.
Noah Lyon with the carry.
Noah Lyon on the carry.
Number 7, Blake Powers.
Blake Powers helping out with the tackle. Pickup of 1 will make it second down and 9. I believe it was supposed to be Hawaiian night down here below us for the Alleghany student section. They have had to retreat to not so festive umbrellas here in Sparta. And the handoff snuffed out nicely by Blake Powers, number 7. Back-to-back big tackles for Blake Powers.
That was a sack by number 54, Kellen Inslee, and number 7, Blake Powers. Third down coming up for Alleghany.
Inslee helping out there with a half sack each. Ball now at the 34 3/4 yard line. We'll call it 35 here on GrahamStarSports.com. Long way from home, as we mentioned, fans. It was 243 miles from my home, as a matter of fact, in Graham County. About figuring a little over 250 and change for anyone driving from Robbinsville. Early timeout called here in the second half by the Alleghany Trojans, and we'll step aside while they take the pause. When we put this one up on our YouTube page, and it comes out in the future after the season's over, of course, pass will be picked off by Darian Ledbetter once again. Second interception of the game for Darian Ledbetter. A flag came out on the return. That's almost identical to how Ledbetter picked it off in the first quarter. An eligible receiver downfield for Alleghany. That penalty will be denied since Robbinsville has taken control of things. It'll be 1st and 10. Black Knights at the 28-yard line.
Robbinsville.
Handoff goes to Cutler Adams. And he finally gets wrangled down around the right side.
Tackle Richie Nuevo for the Trojans.
And Richie Nuevo on the tackle. Brings up second down and 9 to go. 1 yard pickup for Cutler Adams. Adams on the carry, number 15, A.J. Perong on the tackle. Short pickup. Robbinsville not going to do anything fancy here. About a yard and a half on the run for Cutler Adams. Carpenter rolls out, airs out a pass. It will be complete for a touchdown. Roman Jones with a huge touchdown reception. 26 yards for Roman Jones and Donovan Carpenter, and that'll bump it up to 34 zilch. Wiggins will get a chance at the PAT. And he got the PAT. Attaboy Dalton, 35-0. We'll step aside on the Gramstar Sports Network. Trouble for number 10, Dalton Blevins. On the kickoff return, he bobbled the ball but was able to recover it. Despite the best efforts of the Black Knights, Trojans will have the ball 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line as we're back with you live from John Woodruff Field here in Alleghany County, North Carolina. Sparta is the county seat. Beautiful part of the state. Frankly, first time I've ever been here, and I was just blown away by how nice it is. LeMaster's on the carry. Cason, Buchanan, Chase, Calhoun, Blake, Powers, and all of the Hee Haw gang on the tackle. He got back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 10 to go from the 22-yard line. Hit as soon as he received the handoff. My goodness. That was Powers and Buchanan again on the blitz. Roman Jones got in on the fun as well. Nice just stuffing the Trojans right now. That was a 3-yard loss. 4-yard loss, excuse me. 3rd down and 14 to go.
6 extra points this year. Not counting those 3.
Handoff around the left side. Masters on the carry. Buchanan again coming in from the 2nd row. And 2-yard pickup, but it looks like it'll be a Trojans punt. Number 7, Xander Russell, is back to punt the ball for Alleghany. And it's a short punt. It'll die at the 48-yard line.
Robbinsville ball at about the 48-yard line.
The Knights will jog back out. Let's just stay with us live here on GramStarSports.com. Everybody's getting set back up to go. Robbinsville take it back over with a 5-score lead. 35-0 here in the third quarter. There is 6:41 left to play. And they're heading straight ahead as we're getting some fresh bodies in there. Luke Lovin at quarterback now for Robbinsville. Lovin getting some reps back there now. Good to see that. Heading again. Puts his head down and drives forward.
By number 2, Marcos Sagahan at number 8.
Marcos Sagahan and Richie Nuevo on the tackle. Brings up third down and about 4 to go for the Black Knights. And jumper in the backfield now as well with Luke Lovin. Lots are too wide to the right. I doubt they're going to utilize them. Ball's loose and recovered by the Trojans. Number 23, Noah Lyon on the recovery. So Lovin on the keeper there was tackled. Ball popped loose. And they'll take back over, will the Trojans, at the 38-yard line. One-person cheerleader down here below us that's making more noise than the Trojans cheerleaders combined. 1st and 10 now for Alleghany at the 38. Pitch goes to the right side at the last moment, and Tanner Hedden snuffed it out pretty quickly. Also helping out Jonah Tisateski for Robbinsville. No gain, 2nd down and 10 to go. Jonah Tisateski jogging off the field along with Kellen Inslee. Roman Jones will jog off as well. Luke Lovin back at safety. Caden Lell over on the left side. Fresh bodies in the game. Kazik Tisateski also in there as well for Robbinsville. And somebody jumped, that's for sure. It was the Trojans. I got a little antsy on the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a 5-yard loss. I misspoke earlier. It's actually going to be... It was actually a 2-yard loss on the previous play, so that'll back them up to 2nd down and 17 to go at the 32-yard line.
That brings up a second, about 17 from the 32.
LeMasters with another pitch and a big stuff. And a little bit of extracurricular activity, but the official breaks it up.
Number 36, Damon Davis on the carry for
Damon Davis ended up on the run. But under the gun, he took it on the run and picked up about 5, 6, 7 yards. Be 3rd down and 8 now after the 9-yard gain for Davis. Makes the handoff. Pass is incomplete. It was intended for tight end Nate Ray.
Pass intended for numbers 87, Nate Ray.
Junior tight end for the Trojans, and the fumble recovery ends up, unfortunately for the Trojans, going nowhere. It'll be a punt now for Xander Russell. Back to receive it is going to be Luke Lovin.
Xander Russell is back to punt for the Trojans.
Around the 24-yard line. And Russell's punt is up. Lovin's just going to let it go at the 24-yard line. I guess is where they'll spot that one.
Robbinsville's ball at about the 24, maybe 25-yard line.
Let's check in with some of the other games in the Smoky Mountain Conference tonight. Of course, we're not in conference play yet, but the teams are doing as such. Last we heard, Mitchell was leading Andrews 12-3 at the break. Cherokee over Rosman 24-0. That game was last scored in the second quarter. Murphy had a 21-20 nod over Smoky Mountain at last glimpse. Halftime score for Tuscola and Swain County was 20-15 in favor of the Mountaineers. And Tanner Hedden will take the ball up the middle. Jason Valandi brings him down for Bravo down an eye. And Jumper and Tanner Hedden stacked. Pitch goes to Hedden down the right side. Good pick up.
Brought down by number 36, David Davis.
David Davis on the tackle. 2:50 left to go here in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 5 for Robbinsville at the 31-yard line. Lovin's going to roll out the pass, and he dumps it off, and it was broken up.
The number 12, Quinn Jumper. And that brings up a 4th down.
Jumper couldn't come up with the ball. 4th down and 5 for the Knights. And Cage Williams will have to shake off the punting cobwebs. We haven't seen him do that much tonight. Been no need for it. And ball's fumbled around. Trojans recover nicely. Good work by Marco Sagahan.
Number 2, Marco Sagahan. 1st down, Alleghany.
Trojans making a big play here in the third quarter. So the snap was bobbled. Ball was live. Trojans took advantage, and it'll be 1st and 10 Alleghany at the 23-yard line. Yes, sir.
1st down, Alleghany at the 23-yard line.
Trojans with some good field position to strike here in the third quarter. Another pitch. It goes to Davis. And he'll get wrapped up by Rylan Waldrop.
This on the carry. He's tackled by number 10, Tanner Hedden. 2nd down.
And we have an injured Black Knight on the field. That is Ashton Lambert that's down for Robbinsville. We'll get him checked on while we step aside here on the Gramstar Sports Network. So Lambert is going to walk off the field under his own power, semi-assisted by our athletic trainer, Ann Smallwood, who made the long trip out today. 2nd down and 10 with 2:01 to play in the third quarter. Appreciate you being with us here on the Graham Star Sports Network. We stream 5 varsity sports for Robbinsville all year long. Away games are always a toss-up. We always do our very best, but if we're at home, we always try to be on the air with Black Knights Athletics. How about that? The ball was bobbled on the reception attempt, and number 7, Xander Russell, snags it out of the air for even more yardage. Oh, my.
First and goal, Alleghany.
First and goal now at the 5-yard line for the Trojans. They're threatening to break the plane for the first time tonight. And run up the gut by Mac Lemasters.
On the carry. He is tackled by number 60.
Rylan Waldrop on the tackle. 3-yard gain will make it second and goal from the...
Second and goals for the Trojans.
Excuse me, they're at the 3-yard line. Second and goal from the 3. And Trojans break the huddle. 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Pitch goes and immediately snuffed out in the backfield by a host of Black Knights. Casey Buchanan, Tanner Hedden, Isaac Collins, and Blake Powers, all helping out the cause. Loss of 3 will make it third and goal from the 6. And this might be the final play of the stanza. They'll line up here with 10 seconds to go. And Lemasters can't handle it. Handoff from John Lemasters to Mac Lemasters. That's the end of the third quarter, fans. We'll step aside on GrahamStarSports.com. They'll jog all the way down to the other end for the 6th. And we'll come back to you with the fourth quarter. And the pass to begin the fourth quarter falls incomplete. Intended for Dalton Blevins.
It's Robbinsville's ball on downs. First and 10, Robbinsville.
So I'll turn it over. Let's take over first and 10 at the 3-yard line. And that was Tanner Hedden on the carry.
That is number 12, Quinn Jumper on the carry.
Excuse me, Quinn Jumper on the carry. Jumper getting his first handoff of the night. Flag on the play. It'll be a false start on the Black Knights.
It's illegal procedure against Robbinsville.
So Robbinsville will back it up 5 yards.
5-yard penalty. We're playing first down.
And we'll try first and 15 from the 9. Robbinsville scored 22 in the first quarter and have fanned out 13 more since.
Tackle was made by number 23 on the line and number 67, Jason Malandi. Second down. Number 10, Tanner Hedden with the carry. Third down coming up for Robbinsville.
Third down and 9 to go here in just a moment for the Black Knights with 10 minutes to go in tonight's ball game. As we said, fans, we won't be on the air with you next week. Robbinsville is off, so we'll have a break. Back with you here on GramStarSports.com on Friday night, September the 22nd. Black Knights host Raven Gap, Georgia. Final non-conference game of the season. Quick pass was intended for Caden Lale, and that falls incomplete. Fourth down and 9 to go. And Cage Williams will jog out to punt for Robbinsville. Still getting some messages that the fans could not reconnect. We sincerely apologize for that. I have no clue why. We're up and running since the end of the first quarter. A lot of technical difficulties tonight. Trying to get connected up here, but we've been up and going for a while, so we're very sorry about that. And we are speaking with a few fans that will issue refunds to. Beautiful punt by Cage Williams.
40-yard line.
Just like our special teams coach, Coach Wiggins, drew it up for him in the playbook. It's a good punt. All the way out to the 40-yard line. 51-yard punt will set Alleghany up 1st and 10 at the Trojans' 40-yard line here in the fourth quarter. And at quarterback now, long pass, and it falls short of the mark. It was intended for John Lemasters. Or excuse me, I beg your pardon, Lemasters with the pass. It was intended for Russell. That falls incomplete.
Pass intended for number 87, Nate Gray. Second down.
A few yards short of Russell. Second down and 10. That'll stop the clock with 9:19 to go in the ball game. Hand off around the right side goes to Noah Lyon.
Number 23, Noah Lyon on the carry. Tackled by number 7, Blake Bowers, number 88, Casey Buchanan. That brings up a third down.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, like a third down and 10. High, long pass, intercepted.
Intercepted by number 24, Tillman Adams.
Tillman Adams with a snag.
He's tackled by number 8, Mitchie Moreno, but it'll be
What a pick for Tillman Adams. He saw that one coming and stopped literally in his tracks on his route and turned and reeled it out of the air. And the Knights have new life now at the 18-yard line. Lovin back out at quarterback. They finally got an 11th person on the field. 8:22 to go in the game. Hand off to Tanner Hedden. He dives inside. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. May give him a yard on that. They'll give him 2 yards on it, excuse me.
Second down. Carry brings up both downs.
Tanner Hedden again. Tanner Hedden is getting put through his paces here in the second half. And just for kicks and giggles, if you'll have it, Dalton Wiggins is coming out for a field goal attempt.
Black Knights will attempt the field goal.
So we'll see where Mr. Wiggins is going to be kicking from. About the 16-yard line, so it's be about a 25, 26-yard field goal.
Number 45, Dalton Wiggins with the attempt.
Kicks up. Kick is blocked. So the attempt goes awry, and it'll be a turnover. They're going to run it back. I guess they're going to say that he was never down. Roman Jones trying. He's not going to catch him. Number 11, John LeMasters. Shocks the world, fans. How about that? Masters with a huge play. Reels the ball in and runs it back about 85 yards. Not a flag to be seen. The Trojans are on the board here in the fourth quarter. Holy cow. Nobody knew LeMasters had the ball until he was off to the races. So the kick was batted down and blocked. LeMasters ran it back.
Kick return for a touchdown.
85 yards. LeMasters batted it down and emerged from the gaggle. Reese Miller out to kick the PAT. I believe it is. I'm sorry, Liam Myers. My apologies. And PAT is good. So with 6:15 to go, it's 35-7 on the Gramstar Sports Network. Well, fans, the Alleghany press box has come to life after that big play by Mr. John LeMasters. 85-yard blocked field goal returned for a touchdown. It is 35-7 here in the fourth quarter, and the Trojans kick it off for only the second time tonight. They'll kick it off to Luke Lovin on the reception. He'll get brought down at the 36. Looks like a penalty flag is going to come out late. And the official call will be
Personal foul on Robbinsville.
personal foul on the Black Knights. It was a hit I guess the officials thought was a little too late.
15-yard penalty.
That's assessed 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So Robbinsville, after Luke Lovin's effort, will back all the way up to the 22-yard line to begin its next drive. Quinn Jumper goes nowhere. He's met by number 15, A.J. Perong, and number 87, Nate Ray.
Nate Gray, number 87, and number 15, A.J. Perron. And the takedown of Quinn Jumper. Second down.
2-yard loss will bring up second down and 12 from the 20-yard line. 5:36 to go in the ball game. Whistles blow it dead. Flags out.
And another flag.
False start on Robbinsville.
False start against the Black Knights.
And now back up now to second down and 17.
Second down, about 17.
Ball now cozy on the 15-yard line. Pass incomplete. Intended for Tillman Adams.
Pass intended for number 24, Tillman Adams. Brings up a third down.
Adams had the interception earlier in the quarter. Third down and 17 to go for Robbinsville. As we're getting into the final 5 minutes of tonight's contest. We'll be back on the airwaves Monday, fans. In case you're interested, we'll have it right here on Gramstar Sports. It'll be Robbinsville Highlands volleyball action at 6 p.m. And that'll be followed up the very next night on Tuesday, Robbinsville against Blue Ridge School. So the Lady Knights will have back-to-back games against teams on the plateau, Monday and Tuesday.
15 A.J. Perron, that'll bring up fourth down.
And a stubborn defensive stand by the Trojans. Knights end up 7 yards back from where they started, and it'll be another punt attempt for Cage Williams. He's back at the goal line.
Masters is back to receive the punt. Trojans.
Masters on the Robbinsville side of the 50. Kalen Lell is out for punt coverage. 33 on the punt. Cage Williams will send it off. Fielded at the 45. Masters tries to find some open room. He's going to end up being ran out of bounds by Darian Ledbetter and Zeke Silvers. Riley Waldrop also in on the fun. 4:02 to go in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 41. Trojans have good field position to strike again here in the latter stages. Tuscola over Swain County, 26-23 is the score at the moment. Mitchell has pulled away 20-3 over Andrews, that game in the fourth quarter. Cherokee is putting a hurting on the Rosman Tigers, 43-0, that game in the fourth quarter. Hayesville hosting the Pisgah Black Bears tonight. There's been no updates provided to us on that one. And we've not heard about Murphy Smoky Mountain progression in quite some time. Gain of 2 on the carry will make it second down and 8 for Alleghany with 3:30 to play in tonight's game. Robbinsville closing in on a 4-0 start to the 2023 season. Carry by number 6, Alexis Nuevo. Rylan Waldrop on the carry. 2-yard gain makes it third down and 6 to go. Hand off to Nuevo again. Wrangled his way upfield. Good gain for Alexis Nuevo, sophomore running back.
Run by Alexis Nuevo.
And it's actually enough for an Alleghany first down at the 32-yard line. Yeah, he signaled it.
Check that. First down.
.214 and counting to go. Trojans up to 31 now. Or to 32, excuse me.
Alexis Nuevo on the carry, and he is tackled by
A whole host of Knights. Waldrop and Blake Powers on the carry, or the tackle, excuse me. No gain will make it second down and 10 to go.
second down and 10 at about the
We hope you were with us last night here on Gramstar Sports. We have streamed JV football games for free this year on our Gramstar Sports Network, and last night's was a doozy. Robbinsville holding off Murphy 18-14, the final score. Ball bobbled in the backfield, and Kason Buchanan recovers the fumble for the Black Knights.
Kason Buchanan. It'll be Robbinsville's ball.
So the Knights will get it back with $1:22 to play, and I'd say not a lot left to do on the field except maybe take a knee or two here on Gramstar Sports. Again, fans, varsity football will return on September the 22nd against Raven Gap. Robbinsville off next week. And then we'll begin the conference slate the week after that, September 29th at Cherokee. We're not sure about streaming that game just yet. We'll work that out as quick as we can. Handoff to Quinn Jumper. Number 15, number 72, A.J. Perong and Sam Billings on the tackle for the Trojans. 5-yard pickup. Makes it 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line. And Luke Levin will take a knee for what should be the final play of the ball game. They'll line him up on the 50. They'll call the Trojans off the field. This one's in the record books, fans. Robbinsville scores 22 in the first quarter and never looks back, holds on for a 35-7 win over the Alleghany Trojans. Fans, we once again apologize for all the technical difficulties getting on the air tonight. We always have a variable when we go on the road. We thought I had our connection good. Everything was working, and then technology will be the failure of us all. Until next time, fans, we'll be back on the air, as we said, September 22nd for varsity football. Youth football action on September 16th on our Facebook page. That'll be Robbinsville at home. And we'll be back with you Monday for volleyball action against Highlands. The Lady Knights hosting the Highlanders at 6 p.m. Until then, this is Kevin Hensley. Have a great rest of your weekend.